Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for watching Fatboy Eats. Today, we're going to make Singapore chicken rice. Now this is one of my favorite recipes because I've tried it in Asia, I've tried it in the US, but I think that I'm going to be making a recipe that all of you will like because it's really simple and it uses only the dark meat chicken, which is my favorite part of the chicken. So here we go, we're going to take a look at our ingredients and make it happen. Alright, so before we start salting our chicken, because we want our skin to be intact, we're going to wash it first. Really dry it up with some paper towels, and then we're going to add probably 2 tablespoons of salt on each piece, just to get moisture out so that the chicken is solid, alright? You always want to wash your chicken before you cook it. You just want to get any extra debris out, and just to be on the safe side, get it washed, okay? After that, we're going to dry it up with some paper towel, and then we're going to be adding salt just to get the little extra moisture out so that we got really nice solid skin. Alright, now that the chicken's all washed up, dried up, we're going to salt it up. And you just want to make sure you cover enough, put enough salt in there just to cover the skin that's right on top of that. You don't want it underneath the chicken and thigh and leg. So you just want to salt it just right on top. Make sure you sprinkle it with enough space so it has enough time to get even. Alright, so before we boil the chicken, we got to get our broth ready. So to get our broth ready, we need ginger, we need scallions, and the chicken bouillon, and we'll get it going. Alright, so we're just going to cut our ginger. You're going to leave the skin on because we're going to be using this for our broth. We're going to cut our scallions into nice big bunches. Get it ready for our soup. Alright, so we're going to get boiling water, but we're going to season our broth first, okay? So we're going to add our chicken bouillon. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of the bouillon broth. We're going to add about 1/4 cup of the chicken marinade. And then we're going to add our ginger and scallions. Alright, now that we've made our broth, we're going to add the chicken. Alright, once we're going to add the chicken, we're going to put this on a high rolling boil, covered, for 13 to 15 minutes, depending on the size of the chicken. And what's going to happen after that is that you don't want to open it. You just want to turn off the flame and leave it inside there for about 90 minutes. We're actually steeping the chicken. Alright? So after we drop the chicken, we're going to put the lid on, rolling boil, start your timer, and let's wait 90 minutes. Alright, so while we're waiting for the chicken to steep, we're going to be making our condiments. Alright, we're going to be making the chili garlic, we're going to be making the ginger scallion oil. So first we're going to start peeling the ginger. Alright, once we've minced the ginger, we're going to cut some scallions really finely to make the ginger scallion sauce. Once we get this chopped up, we're going to combine them together. I actually like my scallions chopped, so not just sliced. So once that goes in there, that's going to go in the bowl, a little salt, and then we're going to put the hot oil right on top. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to finish up our ginger scallion oil. We put all of our ingredients on the plate. What we got to do is making sure that the oil is really, really hot up to the point where it's almost smoking. Turn off the flame and we're going to add the oil by the spoon right on top of that, okay? So here we go. Alright, so once the oil's hot, we're just going to add it right on top of our ginger scallion. Alright, so we waited 90 minutes. The chicken's finally done. And if you can take a look at it, you'll love it. So we're going to take it out of the pot. We're going to put it on a plate. And then we're going to brush it with the sesame oil and let it cool down. So we're just going to take the chicken. Okay, be careful not to puncture the skin. And we're just going to transfer it to a plate. Alright, so now we're going to pat the skin before we add the sesame oil so that we get that nice rich sesame flavor here. Take our sesame oil. We're going to brush it right on top. That's going to give it that nice color. Alright, so now the chicken's done. Been coated with sesame oil, it's still chilling. We're going to use the broth to actually make the rice itself. So first we're going to shred more ginger. We're going to use some sesame oil. We're going to saute the rice, put it in the rice cooker, and use the broth from that chicken broth that we used to cook the chicken. Alright, so now it's time to make the rice. We're actually going to need just ginger, rice, and the broth that we have for this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the rice first, and then we're going to saute it with the ginger, sesame oil, and then put it in the rice cooker. Alright, so let's wash the rice. Now we're going to strain it. Alright, so to cook the rice, you just want to strain the broth so that none of the ginger and scallion go actually in the rice. You just want pure broth. So that's why I'm straining it before we start cooking the rice. Alright, so we're going to make 3 cups of chicken rice. So basically what you need for that is about 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Then we're going to add the ginger and we're going to saute the rice on high heat. You want to cook it just until the water is evaporated since you've washed your rice. Make sure that there's no clumps of ginger in there. Alright, once that the water's been evaporated, we're going to toast it just a little bit and then we're going to add it to the rice cooker with our broth. Alright, so after we've sauteed the rice, we're going to put it inside our rice cooker. You can see the little crackling because it's still raw rice. But the reason for doing this is so that the rice doesn't stick together inside. After that, we're going to add our chicken stock. Alright, now that we've put everything inside the rice bowl, we're going to put it in our rice cooker. And what I did in there was I actually put a little piece of pandan just to give it a little extra aromatic. So we're just going to hit that cover, push on, and we'll wait about 30 to 45 minutes. Alright, so we're going to make the other condiment and we're going to get our cucumbers ready for the garnish. So when our chicken and rice is all set, we're just going to put it all together. Alright, so first thing, you're going to need the sriracha, a lime. Squeeze the lime inside the bowl, put the sriracha in there, mix, and there's your chili lime sauce. And then for the cucumber, we're just going to cut them to 1/4 inch pieces. We're just gonna cut the lime right in half. We're gonna cut these. Alright, so we're gonna put good 2 tablespoons of sriracha on there. And then we're gonna squeeze the lime right on top. I like mine a little bit more citrusy, so I'm gonna add both limes because it goes really well with the chicken. And then we're just gonna mix it. Alright, so the last and final piece, now that we have our broth, we're gonna chop up the bok choy and just give it a little bit more flavor. And works as a perfect condiment for the Singapore chicken rice. So we're just washing our bok choy. We want to make sure that there's no dirt on it. We don't want that to end up in our broth. So we're going to add it to our broth. And then we're going to cover it. Alright, now the chicken's all chilled out. We're going to slice it up, get ready to eat. Alright, so here's how to break down the quarter leg. We're just basically, I'm going to take out the thigh and the drumstick and separate them. And I'm going to debone the thigh itself so that it's no bone inside. But I'm going to leave the drumstick whole, but I'm going to cut the tip off just to, you know, visually make it nice. Separate the leg and the thigh. I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to debone the thigh itself. So we're just going to take this bone off. Okay. Cut them in the middle. It's ready to go. Take off that part. So we're going to start cutting down the middle of the bone here to separate the chicken thigh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take out the bone from the inside. Take that out. Okay, and take out the other bone. So that leaves you with a full piece of chicken thigh boneless. Perfect. Alright, now that the rice is done, we're going to put it out of the rice cooker. Oh my goodness, this smells so delicious. Alright guys, it's been a long day. We made a lot of stuff today, but we're going to try it all out now. We've got the soup. What I did was I put the rice on the bottom, put the chicken on top, and then we put some of the scallion ginger oil and a little bit of the chili lime. So I'm going to take a bite, drink the soup. Actually, you know what? I'll drink the soup first. I'm gonna try this chicken. Wow. Really fun cooking with you guys today. Hit like and subscribe to see more of our videos, and I'll see you soon on Fatboy Eats.